Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the NSB channel. In today's video, I'm bringing you a new video as part of the new series on the channel where we jump into the mind of an NSB dev. These videos are created simply to give you the best tips, tricks and methods to maximize success when running NSB on certain sites. And in today's video, we are going to be covering Supreme. On the screen right now are some videos I've done before. If you guys want to go check them out, feel free to do so. And at any time in the video, if you want to go out and check out NSB, if you haven't used it before, the purchase link to the website will be down below for you guys to check out. So to give you guys a rundown on the structure of this video, I'm basically going to go through a lot of frequently asked questions, go and explain the areas, go ahead and break them down so you guys know exactly what you need to know to be successful when botting Supreme with NSB. So the first question I do want to cover, do I need to use proxies? Now when it comes to proxies, some will give more card declines than others. However, in general, you should stick to a mixture of residential and data center proxies alongside some tasks with no proxies, meaning they are run on your home IP address. One thing to note, the best proxy setup will be discovered in time, so it is a good idea to run through a mixture of proxy ratios and learn what is best for you. Now the next section I do want to cover is whether I need to use a server. Now servers are seen as an option for someone instead of a requirement when it comes to botting Supreme. When it comes to using a server, the reason why people go ahead and use it is because their local home PC is either too slow, and in some cases a server can be much faster than using a local PC, as the internet latency on a server can be much lower than using a computer at home. Now on the flip side, it may be more favorable to use a local home PC when you are trying to solve as many CAPTCHAs as possible. So the note to take from this, it really comes down to what works best for you. You should try using a server, you should try using your local home PC, and depending on your specs of your local home PC and your internet speed, you may find it better to use a server, or you may find it easier just to use your local home PC. The next part is talking about whether CAPTCHA is required. CAPTCHA is required by both Supreme US and EU tasks. Originally for Supreme US, they used to be a CAPTCHA bypass. However, it has recently got patched at the time we're making this video, so it is advised to use a majority of your tasks with CAPTCHA enabled unless we say otherwise in the Discord. And to go ahead and do that, when you go ahead and create a task and select Supreme, all you guys want to do is say advanced so you can see all the options, and then you guys want to use the use CAPTCHA option. Once you tick this, your task will go ahead and use a CAPTCHA. Now you might be asking yourself, why is it a good idea to run some tasks without CAPTCHA enabled? And that is simply because Supreme US on their backend code are known for disabling their CAPTCHA validation on occasion to allow them to not crash and their servers to be stabilized, so then you guys can go ahead and take advantage of that by being faster on checking out. And for Supreme EU users, you guys should always have use CAPTCHA enabled, and once again you can go ahead and do that by hitting the button on the task configuration part. Now the next part I do want to talk about is what are the best delays for my task when I'm botting Supreme with NSB. Now this is very simple. When it comes to creating your task, there are two delay fields you need to remember, and that is the monitor/restock timeout and the checkout delay. If you're seeing this screen and you're wondering where it is, all you guys have to do is hit the advanced button and then the advanced settings pop up. So as you guys can see, the monitor/restock timeout and then the checkout delay is there for you guys to configure. Now to break down what these mean, the monitor/restock timeout is essentially the delay between making requests to Supreme's website, and the checkout delay is essentially the delay that is added before checking out to prevent card declines going through the checkout process. Now, by default, the monitor/restock timeout in milliseconds is 3,500 and the checkout delay in milliseconds is 1,000. We advise you guys, if you guys are very unsure about this and you don't know what to do, then go ahead and leave it blank. Your task will use those delays by default. However, if you want to tweak it and learn what works best for you, by all means go ahead. Now another thing we get asked quite a lot is whether we can use the OR relation in relation to colors within NSB, and yes, NSB is able to do that. And essentially, to break down what this means, it essentially takes everything you've configured, and when it comes to colors, the options that you do go ahead and give it follows that. So let's say for size you go ahead and put large. So let's say you're looking for a jacket in large and you want a white and black one. What you will go ahead and do is, let's say you want a white and black one, you will go ahead and type white and then do a comma, a space, and put black afterwards. Therefore your task will go ahead and go for the white and black ones. Now one section I do want to cover is how does sizing work on Supreme, and there's a few sections we're going to go ahead and talk about. It is apparel, shoes, and then we have stuff like accessories. So to be able to configure this, when you're creating your task, go over to the person icon and the size grade out. But for apparel, the options are small, medium, large and extra large. And when it comes to shoes, Supreme uses a US sizing. So if you're a Supreme EU user, please take that into account when you go ahead and put in your size numbers into NSB. And when it comes to accessories, skate items, bags and other items along that nature, leave it completely blank, because most of these items are known as one size. Leaving it completely blank will allow NSB to go ahead and check out the item. Now, one thing we did talk about before was the OR relation for colors, but you can actually use this for sizes as well. So let's say I wanted to go ahead and check out like an Air Force One on Supreme site, and I wanted a size 5 and a size 6. All I would do is type 5,6, and that will basically let my task know that I need to go for a 5 and a 6. Now, this section is pretty important. This is the best combination of billing profiles and tasks. Now, Supreme have a system where they only allow one item per customer across all sizes and colors, but let's say I managed to go ahead and check out 2, they will go ahead and cancel my orders. Now, there is a way to go ahead and trick this so you can go ahead and be successful and cut multiple items. Now, if you want to secure multiples of the same item, this is very simple. You just need loads of cards and loads of addresses, and this will go ahead and create multiple billing profiles. As you guys can see on screen, that is what I have done. But let's say you're on your task section and you're running multiple tasks on the same billing profile and you're worried about going ahead and getting your orders cancelled. There is a way to go ahead and stop this. So when you're creating a billing profile, go over to the checkout limit section and go ahead and click checkout once per site per item. And what this will essentially do is, let's say you're running 10 tasks on the same billing profile. Once one gets checked out, it will avoid the others from checking out so you don't get cancelled. Now finally, you may want to consider jigging your address in the billing profile section so you can go ahead and order multiples of the same item to your address. Now for the final section of today's video, I'm going to show you how to set up restock tasks for Supreme within NSB, and it is very simple. There are a few steps to follow. For the first step, you need to make sure your entire setup is done correctly. So make sure your item keywords are correct, your category is correct, your color is correct, as well as your sizing. Now within your restock task, if you want to go ahead and run a random color or size, all you guys have to do is leave it blank and NSB will go ahead and run for a random size or color. Now alternatively, because this is a restock and the items are already dropped, you can go ahead and just drop a link in there that will go ahead and remove the keyword section, and then you can continue to go ahead and configure your tasks. Now in relation to CAPTCHAs when creating these tasks, which is something we've talked about previously in this video, for Supreme EU you should create all your tasks with CAPTCHA enabled. So go ahead down to use CAPTCHA and hit this. There you go. For Supreme EU users, you're done. But for Supreme US users, there's a bit more to take into account. So for Supreme US users, essentially when you're creating your task, you want to create some tasks with CAPTCHA enabled and some with it disabled. So if you want to go ahead and disable it, all you have to do is untick it. And once you go ahead and follow all the steps and configure your restock task correctly, all you guys want to do is let them run. Now it's very important to pay attention to what task go ahead and check out. So let's say a task that doesn't have use CAPTCHA enabled goes in and check out. You know that CAPTCHA isn't enabled throughout the checkout process, so you want to make sure your tasks are faster, so you want to disable them from all your tasks. All you guys want to do is go ahead and navigate to the edit all button, go to CAPTCHA and go ahead and turn it off for all your tasks and hit OK, and that will make the changes to all your tasks. So that concludes today's video. If you guys did enjoy, please drop a like, subscribe. If you guys are new, please put your suggestions down below for any other videos you guys want us to do. I'm going to catch you guys next time. Peace out.